it's almost impossible to avoid mistakes in a fantasy football draft every year. I can think back to starting playing fantasy football somewhere around '04, '05, because I can literally remember the guys being chosen in the draft. I think Marshawn Lynch was a young rookie running back for Buffalo. So whenever Marshawn Lynch started his career, was the first year I think it was the first year that I played fantasy, right around there. And I've been making mistakes ever since. Um, you just never know. There's no such thing as a sure thing. Here's one thing I can guarantee. There's someone there's someone out there that's going to be a superstar in the NFL this year that's going to light the league on fire that will not be drafted. It just happens every year. There's no way we can get to every guy. There's guys that we're going to draft that will be released before the first game. That's what makes it so much fun. And that's why I can't stand all these people that you go on the waiver wire and you start making moves and they're like, well, you use the waiver wire like every week. That's part of the game. That's part of the game. If you have a problem with people using the waivers or rolling, then don't play. Like, part of the game is I would say 50% of fantasy is who you snag later. For instance, me last year, I made the biggest mistake probably of the whole season in our fantasy league. I drafted a pretty good team, and I had two rookies that I drafted at receiver, which was probably one too many, and that led to my mistakes. I had CeeDee Lamb with a healthy Dak Prescott, putting up like 40, 50 a week, and I had Jefferson from Minnesota. Yeah, I know. You know where I'm going with this. So, I dropped Jefferson, long story short. I was thinking my cousins in the same league, my twin cousins, they drafted Michael Thomas with their first overall pick, who the year before had 130-something catches. The guy never played. I don't know why I know why I drafted Jefferson, why I dropped Jefferson. Because I had two rookies, and I'm saying to myself after like 3 weeks, all right, I like how CeeDee Lamb looks. Dallas looks unstoppable. All right, there's probably not going to be both rookies explode. It looks like it's going to be CeeDee. So I dropped Jefferson, and my pipsqueak cousins grabbed him, and they held him the whole year, and he started to explode, and they ended up making the Super Bowl. It looked like a little family inside job, but it wasn't. Trust me. I want to beat everybody, including them. But there's going to be guys that we have no idea. They're going to pop up, and whoever's alert or has the waiver roll is going to get them. That's the fun of it. I mean, I can think of every year there's a guy that you don't know. Last year, Jefferson. You know, every year there's guys like that, running backs, and then a lot of it is health. It's a dangerous game. They're keeping the quarterbacks more upright. Which is good. So you might want to go for Tommy, senior citizen Bill Brady. It might be a good thing. Back when I was a kid, the 86 Giants might never have even happened. If you go back in the NFL archives, the 85 Bears were the most dominating team maybe ever. Okay? 86 season rolls around. Playoffs come around. Jim McMahon, fish face with the headband, goes back to pass in a playoff game. The defender for whoever the Bears are playing, he literally takes McMahon, does like a loop-de-loop and slams him on his head. McMahon's out for the rest of the season. Next week, Giants beat the Bears. Giants go to the Super Bowl. Doug Flutie's playing quarterback for the Bears that week. In case you don't know who Doug Flutie is, I got him by about 1.5 inches, and I'm a sub-6-footer. All right, so. You can always say, but this guy got hurt. That happens all the time. You gotta include injuries as part of it. So you got injuries. You got guys bursting on the scene that we don't know about, and then you got idiot drafters like myself. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm the idiot. Another one. I'm scouting players with my buddy from Passaic, Lawrence Booker. Shout out to Lawrence Booker if you see this. I'd love to know what year this is because this is how we'll tell. I'm scouting players. We're in Book's house, right? So we're on YouTube, and I said, Book, I got the running back. I said, just promise me you won't draft him. Promise me you won't draft him. I got the next great running back. Might even take him in the first round. C.J. Spiller. I watched him on Clemson that year, and I said, oh, I got something. This Scout Nucci sees something so great that I'm going to be way ahead of everybody. So we're watching C.J. Spiller, and I just got his memory in my head, so I got to share it. We're watching C.J. Spiller on YouTube. He breaks a touchdown, right? All of a sudden, Spiller's going this way, right? He's going this way. All of a sudden, some guy passes him and then just holds his stride. We looked at each other at the same time. We're like, who the fuck is that guy? It was Jacoby Ford, who ended up being a receiver for the Raiders because Al Davis loved burners. But I'll never forget that. C.J. Spiller, my protege, and Jacoby Ford on Clemson. So a couple weeks later, draft at my apartment, North Arlington. First round comes, I get my guy on the comeback. I took C.J. Spiller. Yes, yeah. Guilty. I took C.J. Spiller on the comeback in the second round. Took pretty good heat for that, and I'll never do something like that again. Promise. So fantasy is just fun. You always got guys popping in and out. You just gotta beware of assholes in your league. Guys that don't pay dues. Guys that want to draft 100 quarterbacks. I was in a league one time. Guy came in my basement, drafted like 6 quarterbacks. This is years ago before we had things regulated. Asshole, 6 quarterbacks, fucked up the league for everybody. We don't like guys like that. And you know who you are. So, and if I'm saying something wrong, don't act like that. It's disgusting. So we like good guys in the league and have fun. This year I'm blessed. I'm with my guys down here mostly. And just awesome guys, and I can't wait to get in the league. The one guy, T-Ridge, shout out. He's probably the most on-point dude that you could have running the league. So I'm happy with all that stuff this year. But we're not going to get into any players or anything yet. If you thought I was going to get into this year, that's coming. But I just wanted to tell you about, just get excited. You should be getting excited now because we got to start looking deep in the haystack. Who's there? Who do we see that might come on? What running back's injury prone? This receiver, that receiver. I mean, there's guys that had great years last year. Let me give you another example. The year Andrew Luck went crazy. Next year's draft, I go in. I take him. I always jump the gun. I take him on the comeback. They're like, really, Nooch? I'm like, yeah, he's going to throw about 50. Don't worry about it. Andrew Luck had a little bit of a slump from the year before, which I think might happen with Josh Allen. Not saying Josh Allen isn't awesome. I'm just saying he might not have the same exact season. He might go a little higher and perform a little less. If you have those years every single year, I don't know, it's almost impossible. Your name would be Patrick Mahomes. I should grab him in the first round. You're not safe with wherever you go. I mean, I saw guys draft Michael Thomas last year, didn't play. This year, Stephon Diggs is going to be right up there. A little tweak, gone. Never know. So I'm going to reel myself back because I could easily start thinking of this guy, that guy, get into an hour. But I'd much rather go team by team or players, break down receivers, break down running backs, and they're going to be continuous. So stay with me. Don't take C.J. Spiller on the comeback. Pay your league fees and don't be an asshole in your draft. That's my fucking message for today.